round 4 kicking off in solid conditions. Kolohe Andino in the lineup representing the USA, taking on former world champ Joel Parkinson, former event champ Julian Wilson to get his rhythm started. Right now it's Julian Wilson in position to kick things off. The first wave of the morning. Nice clean conditions to start. That's not going to be a keeper score for Wilson on one of his rides as he's flying into round 4. Jordy will take on Stu Kennedy and Connor Coffin in a couple of heats from now. Watching this now, Julian Wilson, second attempt to put a score on the board. Beautiful glassy wave, well overhead, clean backside snap to start. One maneuver.
Julian's off to a quick start.
So Julian Wilson, 2.17 on the turn. Now it's time for Kolohe Andino to get started. World number 5 has a wall that's stretching out quickly. Bottom turns, goes straight up and blows the fins out. Great timing on the first decision. Jams it solid for his second move. Controls it for a big third turn down the line. Now he has some foam on the face from the previous set, but total control and nice rhythm. Jams it clean over the top of the roof and steps off. Perfect wave selection, great execution from the Californian. He's got to have a lot of things go his way, but it was impressive to see just the stats come through for him. 2012 world champ Joel Parkinson up out the back. Little down carve setup move under the lip hook. Beautiful controlled bottom turn. And you're getting the Parko style and rhythm on the open face. Perfect execution. Start off a series of backside maneuvers. And now he's into the inside corner. And he'll get dropped off there. So a great contrast. And Andino, Parko putting up some great number spots.
Yeah.
And the Pipe Masters. We'll continue with this one. Julian, deep off the bottom, well overhead, hits it high in the pocket, and a long free fall down to the flats, holding his composure and rhythm to get down the line. Laid in on the end section, and he's down.
Pick that out. Let's have a look here. Kolohe, beautiful size wave as he races down the line, getting that speed. And with speed, Joe, comes that radical X factor right here. Boom! Straight upside down. Critical surfing from Kolohe Andino, and again just jamming that board into the face of the wave. 3 solid maneuvers there from Kolohe. 7.83, great score to kick things off for the young Californian. Kolohe, top 5, best year ever on tour.
Also checking out Parko's wave.
Yeah, Parko's wave. Nice opening maneuver. You can see just that silky smooth style. Surfing the wave to what it's allowing you to do, and I think that's going to be an important factor here this morning, is to not try and oversurf these waves. There is still a little bit of lump and bump due to that high tide effect, but Joel Parkinson just kind of got caught behind the section right there, so it did wipe off a few points. Kind of got to be his backup wave. And then you've got Julian Wilson riding a quad board, so it's going to take these guys a little bit of time to get used to these equipment. No real warm-ups this morning, so Julian Wilson going to town on this one here through the inside section, and then comes unglued at the end, so 4.5 for him.
Hey Pete, I know you're thinking about Nazare, and watching this action you've got to be excited. Kolohe Andino with some size to work with, coming off the bottom, great timing for a big first turn, controlling the second hack. Perfect surfing from Andino to start, sets up a big carve, reaching for the lip, and he connects for another big finish. Remember, Andino had the lead, a 7.83. Parko on the wave behind him. Throws it nice and vertical. A radical finishing move for Joel. We'll see if he had anything before that in just a moment.
And put it, try and do everything. The only guys that I know of that is you see Julian now on a sizable wave as well as he pulls in. Nice section too. He's going to have to run though. And unfortunately gets squished. But yeah, of course, all these guys have been offered positions, and at some point they may take that up. But right now they're pretty much focusing on the championship tour.
Excited about the Big Wave Tour season. Nazare challenge on the board for the first time in history. How was Parko's form on this one?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful positioning right there from Joel Parkinson. Just unfortunately didn't get too deep, but that last turn, nice and critical from Joel. So really, the score will be just that one turn. But Kolohe Andino, let me tell you, this wave is going to be right up there with his first wave. Beautiful opening maneuver. straight into the next turn. Kolohe Andino drawing off the bottom again. So beautiful transition between maneuvers, nice clean seamless surfing, and then bangs it at the end. So Kolohe Andino 7.83 on his first wave, Joe. Flicks the board out. Wow, I think he's pretty excited about that one maybe. And then Julian Wilson again off the bottom, snaps it under the lip. Beautiful positioning, driving through the barrel. Come on out, Julian. Just gets clipped there by the whitewater. So
now checking out Julian Wilson, looking to break the combo. Aggressive power hack right in the pocket with the lip, just trying to take him out. Even though it was just one move, it was a brilliant performance.
Let's have a look. He draws off the bottom here as this thing stands up. Look at that board almost all the way out of the water, upside down, and then a free fall drop. The lip is on his shoulders on the way back down. So
out of the title race, and John could win his first world title at this very contest. Coming back into play here, Andino with the lead, using priority to work on building on a 7.83.
50 seconds remaining. Kolohe using his priority there to hold Julian off that one.
Parko now slides in. He got a beautiful tube ride yesterday. That one's not going to open up.
You want to do that?
It's it's impressive. We'll see what happens on this wave now. Julian Wilson, backside float, and that one's going to be too deep. His last two waves, been one maneuver sections.
A really tricky day of surfing for a lot of guys.
Julian now up with 3 minutes to go, going straight up vertical. Trying to time the inside corner, and another section's going to take him down. And you're starting to think with the time on the clock to break a combination, even though you do have the water patrol on your side. And it looks like Andino wants to get a ride into the beach at the 2-minute mark. Sets up a deep bottom turn, attacks it again. His board's looking insane in these bigger conditions. He wears 22, just like the famous pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. As we see Parko make a long barrel section and stand open, and Parko gets the completion. Backside roundhouse cut back to seal the deal. In these chunky conditions, it was epic to see him make it. Julian on the next opportunity, super deep, as it's just a racetrack down the sandbank without him.
As you said, that might get him out of that combo situation, but eventually ran out of time, Joe.
Joe Parkinson will be preparing for round 5 if we get there today, along with Julian Wilson, and Kolohe takes the first big win of the morning.